whether or not game one, as they said, was no fluke, and it was all skill. We don't get to see a draft, but let's go over what we do see for the side of STARCALL. You're going to have that Soraka. You're going to have a Master Yi once more. The Vayne coming through. Interesting here, though, we are going to be seeing that Orianna. That was kind of the difference compared to what we saw in the first game, and the Garen getting locked in on the top side of the map.
I mean, Garen, pretty default, you don't really have much to say about that because it just does very well inherently anyway. I really want to talk about this Orianna, man, this Orianna pickup, right? Because the Ahri, it looks like, was picked up by the enemy side, so you kind of have to have a secondary champion to go for. Orianna has slightly weaker lane control and wave management than Ahri, but it's definitely no slouch. And you still have quite a bit of power because of the way the auto target works. It's very easy to set up for the shockwave. So you have good shielding, good wave clear management, and tons of auto attack damage. So not too concerned about this pickup. The thing that I'm more interested to see is going into this bot side, because we see a repeat Blitzcrank pickup from the enemy team going up against the Soraka and the Vayne again. And I'm curious. How long can Ron keep his luck up? How long can he get away from these big hooks?
Well, on top of that, too, it's actually, I think, going to be our first Misfortune actually coming out here on the day as well, which I think is rather interesting. So we get to see a decent amount of AoE and something to respond when it comes to this Orianna. Yeah, I was about to say, we had, Original coming down, just come saying hello with that Ahri, and actually that's going to have to force Nathan back off the tower, and that's actually a flash on forward. We do see a bit of aggression coming on through, as again, they're looking for a kill. Meanwhile, though, Ace might have to deal with this flank, but a nice charm is going to land into the bullet time, not able to find enough damage from that Orianna, and it's going to be a 2-for-1 as the Amumu does go down, but overall now 2 for 2 actually, as he's able to pick up a cleanup. The likes of... a team comp that can be very deadly in an all-in fight, especially when you have a Misfortune, when you have an Amumu, and when you have a Darius that is solo killing, and you got a Blitzcrank that's able to find rocket hooks onto just that poor Soraka that has nowhere to run. Things are starting to get a little bit out of control here on the side of Team Marshall from Myanmar.
This is so difficult coming in from the side of STARCALL. They really have to be concerned about these dives. 4 people playing into the bot lane once again, killing off Nathan. Ryan joins in by gonna get dunked on. Darius on a big rampage.
And we're just seeing now it's a bit of a, like you mentioned, rampage. It's a bit of a stampede starting to show through here as 4 members able to just collapse down, go ahead, pick up that outer tier tower a little bit earlier, but now that's another pickup here. And, Team Marshall, you're now 9-2. Likely going to be starting to look at probably toward a decent-sized gold lead if you're able to, again, find another pick. And you know what? Team Marshall, they came to play here. Now 10-2 is the kill count.
Really going very well for this pick composition, right? They're working with the Charm, they're working with the Darius pull, they're working with the Rocket Grab. All these tools within the kit, reliable pick-off. Whereas in this case, if you're Marshall, you stack 1, you stack 2, you stack a third. All these options are available to you. Ryan going for a 1v1 fight up against the Darius, has to flash away and loses a lot of health quickly. Amumu over to the side, drops the ultimate, looking for a little bit more. It's a big fight coming through.
This is messy to say the least, but in the end, it's going to be that Darius picking up 1, maybe 2, as unfortunately Daniel gets taken on down. It's a double kill. The Yi's going to fall as well. They are able to at least trade back some kills, but guess what? Original able to clean it up, and it is just a slaughter in the topside jungle. And guess what? Shelly's still up on the top side of the map. That Rift Shield's going to get another charge.
STARCALL, now that they've lost that, it's going to be a little bit problematic. But again, like I mentioned, I do have quite a bit of faith in Nathan's Vayne if they're able to get to a strong point. Big engage coming in for the Amumu.
That was nasty. Curse of the Sad Mummy able to find 4 members, and the poor Orianna just gets put into the grave just like that. NX Live is a monster at this point. And you just see that combo from the side of Team Marshall. It's just so easy to execute. You have the Amumu ultimate, pair that up with a Misfortune bullet time, and there's not a whole lot you can do on the side of STARCALL. And now, unfortunately, it's Vincent just getting run down through the center of the map. Might be able to get to safety, but they are just going to chase this poor Garen down, and unfortunately, he dies right beside the Baron. That could be the call right there.
It is the call. They're transitioning right up to Baron. They were in the perfect place to go for this objective. And now, with this Baron buff, it takes away a lot of the power that the Orianna has in terms of wave clear. Wow, nice charm coming through. Looks like the Blitzcrank in position as well. The Shockwave going to delay things for a little bit, but not much more.
That's the issue now. Ryan is going to get taken on down. Original looking for another one. It doesn't matter if they pick up another one. That's another 2 members down. Baron buff in hand. And likely a massive gold advantage, as you now see. That's going to be death cap completed for Original. That's going to just add on to the damage, and unfortunately, we're starting to see gaps in the form of item builds, and unfortunately, it's starting to deteriorate really fast here on the side of STARCALL.
Behind score, correct me if I'm wrong, they first go by head-to-head and then by time, correct?
Oh no. It's just going to keep on going. They're bleeding resources. It's a 3-man Shockwave, but like we mentioned, it's only level 10 on the Orianna. Unfortunately, just the item difference being too much here, it seems, for the side of STARCALL. And now Marshall, again, find 2 picks, can start taking away, siphoning gold from that jungle, and limiting the amount of resources for the Singapore squad to try and get themselves back into this match.
Crystal said Mommy catches on the 3 Bamus in pretty deep by himself right now. Rampage for the misfortune. They're chasing in for these kills.
Oh, there you go. Your bullet time's going to come out. Nathan's able to get himself back over to safety with the flash, but there you go. That's a killing spree for the Blitzcrank. The poor Master Yi just gets smited as they walk out of the base, and like that, Marshall able to find a victory for themselves as they take down STARCALL. There'll be one last kill over to the Orianna, but it won't matter when the Nexus is taken overall.